Welcome back to The Road Show. This morning in The Buzz, some people say they live life in the fast lane, but just how fast is that lane? Here in Rhode Island, we all know the speed limit is 65.
Sure it is.
Anyway, but for some other states like Texas, that is way too slow. In fact, the Lone Star State, who already has the highest speed limit in the United States, is now looking to raise it from 80 to 85. I say amen. The Texas House of Representatives has already approved the bill and now goes to the Senate. Now, in the mid-90s, the federal government had deregulated national highway speed limit standards, which allows states to set their own speed limits. At the time, the speed limit for the entire country was just 55 miles an hour. Few states still adhere to that number. The majority of states have now adopted a 65-mile or 70-mile-an-hour limit. All right, all I can think of when I hear of this is that the speeding tickets that I got in life never would have happened if we had 85 in Rhode Island, right? I never would have had to pay those speeding tickets. So
how I'm seeing it is, okay, you know, you say the speed limit's 65. Who goes 65?
Never.
I don't know.
No.
Except for, you know, people, I feel like in the slow lane, all the way on the right-hand side, people are cruising by,
Which
80,
is sometimes not even a slow
75,
lane
80.
anymore.
no,
Right. But I feel like if you raise it to 85, now you're going to get people going 100. You know, so that's
you know
where
what?
it's
I
going to
don't think
start to
so,
get a little...
Michaela. I think there's just that natural speed that you feel on the road. You know what I mean? Where you're not even really looking at the speedometer. It's just that, you know, you're just used to driving at that level. And mine is like 72. So I don't think if they raise it to 85 that I would.
But here's the thing, you're going
I have
72.
3 kids in the car, too.
You're going 72 because you know the speed limit's 65
No,
and you're
I
feeling,
don't-
okay, you
Nope.
know, I'm a little over, I'm feeling comfortable.
I don't think
But
so.
now if it's 85, you know, but I'm not
First
saying you
of
in
all-
particular, there's going to be people who are saying, speed limit's 85, so I'm going to go 92.
First of all, there's no way you go 72 in that swagger wagon that you drive your family around in.
What are you saying? I go faster than that?
No, that thing can't go 72 miles an
Oh,
hour.
give me a break.
That
What do you-
minivan, that loser
Yes.
cruiser you're in?
Listen to this guy. I used to drive an MPV, and I called it my pimpin' minivan, all right, the MPV, all right? I loved it. But I know, and I can go 75 in that thing. I got a speeding ticket in that thing.
Well, let's be honest.
Yeah.
If you're on the highway, we're
Right.
talking highway, not here, not going 65 and a 35 in your town.
Right,
in your
which is
city.
not good.
No, but if you're on the highway, if it's 65 and you're going 75,
Yeah.
you're not going to get pulled over.
I have.
No, that's too much work.
No,
Here's the other thing.
especially because you're just going with the flow of everyone
But
else.
if you're going like 90 in a
Yeah.
65,
Yeah.
that's speeding. But
No, but here's the other thing, too. I mean, we have Thurbers Avenue. We get S-curves. You can't be going 95 in Rhode Island. You really can't, unless you're like a lunatic. Do you know what I'm saying? Most people, even
I'm
if you
sure
raise
we're-
the limit, they're not going to be going 85. You
I'm
see
sure where
tractor
they're
trailer
posting
accidents
it,
like
though.
every day on Thurbers
yeah,
Avenue.
but when
Park,
I'm
you know?
going, when I'm like, if I'm going to see a friend at, you know, like just say for example, like if I was going to go to Foxwoods,
If you were going to go to...
okay, if I was going to go
I
to
just
the
happen
casino.
to go to Fox.
But
He
once you-
never goes to Foxwoods.
Once you get past
Yeah.
the Route 4 split,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like a straight shot down to
Exactly.
Connecticut.
Well, that's
You
probably
can-
And
where
it's
they're
like,
going to
it
place
seems
them.
like, but it seems like it's all downhill.
Yeah.
And on the way back, it seems like it's all
you're
downhill.
right, it does.
Right, and
Yeah.
especially if you lost, you drive extra fast because you're angry. But if you won, you're not paying attention to how fast you're driving. But the point is,
Yeah.
it's straight highway. It's tough to go 65
It
on those
is.
roads.
Yes. And that's probably what Texas has. I've never been to Texas. I'm
Well,
assuming they
think
get the
about it.
long,
Well,
straight,
wherever
you know.
it's 85, it's
Yeah.
going to be straight. You can
Yeah.
see for miles. No one's on the road. Just
I would bet
that's
you,
where you're going.
if you asked, you know, a room full of like 25 people, how many people actually obey the limit? I would say 24 out of 25 would say, I don't always obey the limit.
Okay, round the
Don't
horn.
you think?
I very rarely do. Cities and towns,
Yeah.
through school zones, I must admit, I slow down big time.
Yeah, that's
But
different.
on the highway, it's a drag race. Right around the horn, have you ever had a speeding ticket?
You've already, yes, I've
How many?
several. I
How
got
many?
one, I was going 92 one time in New Hampshire. I was going 40 in a 25 near my house. I was like 2 houses away from my house and I got pulled over. I was so mad.
So multiple
So
violations.
probably like three speeding tickets.
3 speeding
Yeah.
tickets, which just means it's actually 6. How many for you?
Oh,
I wasn't 6,
Quick,
it was
how
3.
many? How many? 1 or 2?
one on my way to my last final in high school, and I cried. Never gotten pulled over before. He gave me a ticket. He goes, "Stop crying. It's not that bad."
Yeah, I love it. I have had.
I was like, "Oh my god."
Courtney, 0 good driving, safe driving record.
No, you just haven't been caught.
No, but that's the
Wow.
point. Never had a speeding ticket ever.
I've gotten quite a
Ever.
few warnings. You get any warnings? You know,
Never.
they let you go.
Nope,
which
the
is
only
very
thing I've
nice.
been warned
Goes
for.
like
I've
this
gotten
to
that
the police
warning.
officer. He's like,
No.
Patrick
The only
Little.
the only warning I ever got was I got pulled over because my car wasn't registered. It expired like 6 months And then
Well,
I got
that'll
pulled
do
over.
you. Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's-
almost got
that's makes
towed.
sense.
I almost got thrown in jail, but
But you didn't get a
I've never had a
ticket.
speeding
There you
ticket.
go.
Well, you can share with Danielle. She has cylinder shoes, it seems, huh? I'm pretty fast. Anyways, we have a lot of comments on our website and on Facebook, so I'm going to try and navigate through them to see what everyone's saying. Evan here on the live blog says the speed limit is fine in Rhode Island. Texas is one big and flat state with not too many turns, especially on the highways. He says Rhode Island has many curves to their highways, especially the S curves in Pawtucket. Joe says we don't need a higher speed limit. I think 65 is too fast, and if it was up to me, it would be 50. Slow down, people. You're living life too fast, he said. Here is the poll right underneath the live blog. We said, do you think Rhode Island's speed limit is sufficient? A, yes, it keeps everyone at a safe speed. B, no, Rhode Island's current speed limit is too slow. We probably have about 20 comments so far on our Facebook page, so we'll start halfway down the page. And Donna Stanley says states with higher speed limits also have 4+ lane highways, which can accommodate the higher speeds and flow of traffic. Little Rhody can't. And Sidewalk Branding Company says, considering our roadway conditions and congestion, I think 80 would be a bit too much, but 70 would be more productive. And Michelle Raposa says, in Texas and most other southern states, the speed limit's higher because their highways are in perfect condition. She says raising our speed limit with these potholes and drivers would be catastrophic. So if you want to weigh in on the poll or leave a comment, you can do that. We'll be here to the end of the show, and we'll have those poll results for you then. So for